thank you to all of you, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You know, Patty Murray has spent millions of dollars to attack me and my family and to paint me as someone I am not. I'm just really not sure. Am I ultra MAGA crazy Donald Trump, or am I Mitch McConnell's hand-picked candidate? Right. Which one am I, Patty? You know, she spent millions to make it about me. But this isn't about me. This is about you. This is about your kids, your jobs, your family, and our great state. That's certainly why our family is in this fight. I didn't need to look at polling 18 months ago to know if I should get into this race. I didn't need to have $1 million backers behind me. I had you. You believed that Washington State was worth fighting for. And you've been with me on this whole journey. I have been in all 39 counties. Many of them multiple times. This is my third go around, 46 stops across the state. I won't let you down, but you can't let me down. This time when you go vote, I need you to get 10, 20 people. It can't just be you.
Yes.
Because this is not Democrat or Republican. I know Senator Murray in the debate, you tried to keep bringing it back to that. I am Tiffany Smiley.
Yes.
I'm a farm girl who grew up with very little, but believed in the American dream, learned about hard work, married my high school sweetheart who served our country, experienced bad policy, but also experienced the power of coming together. When you're not worried about politics, but when you're worried about changing people's lives. I had to build coalitions. We took on big government and we won. That's what this is about. It's about Washington State. It's about the United States of America. Patty Murray needs to pull her dangerous rhetoric that continues to further divide this country and this state. We are friends here. We have issues that need solved. We have got to rein in the out-of-control spending that is plaguing Washington State. I told this story earlier. You know, a few weeks ago I saw two little girls in the Kent parking lot, the Kent Safeway, and they were playing outside of their car as if it was their backyard. And it was clear that they're living out of their car. Their mom was inside, probably just trying to get food to eat for the night. That woman doesn't need Patty Murray's electric vehicle voucher. That woman needs gas prices to be low. She needs access to good child care. She needs an economy that works for her, that says, you know what, you have a shot. Here's a hand up. That's who I'm fighting for. Those little girls in a parking lot. We have got to rein in the out-of-control spending that Senator Murray has caused. She no longer works for Washington State. She works for Washington, D.C. And that couldn't be more clear than this election. I am here to fight and work for all of you. I can assure you, when you send me to D.C., I will bring results back for you. We will lower gas prices. We've got to get back to energy independence. For our national security, lower gas prices, lower the cost of living. It has to happen now. It's so wrong what is going on. And you know, Vice President Kamala Harris is here today with Senator Murray. Again, just another image of how out of touch they are, talking about green energy buses.
She loves buses.
Ridiculous.
Our test scores for our kids in Washington State were below the national average prior to the pandemic. Now they're even worse. Senator Murray doubled down in the CNN interview. No regrets with how they handled the pandemic and our children. I made it known in the debate. That is wrong what happened. Our kids deserve a fighter who will stand up for their future and their education. So Kamala Harris, she's so-called Joe Biden's border czar. We have a humanitarian crisis unfolding at our border. I went down there and saw it with my own eyes. We have fentanyl flowing across our southern border into Washington state. Every room I go into, someone is affected by the fentanyl crisis. Senator Murray held a roundtable here. She went to, in Washington state, and then she went to D.C. and held a hearing. What a Washington, D.C. thing to do. Because hearings don't save lives. Taking action does. And standing up and fighting for our kids and their future. Kamala Harris has failed us. She's failed us. And Patty Murray's made it worse. Under Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Patty Murray's Washington state, it is easier for a child to find fentanyl than it is for a parent to get baby formula.
Yes.
No more.
No more. Yay!
With your help, I have no doubt that we can do this. I know we will do this. We will send a shockwave all the way from Washington State to Washington, D.C. It says it's time to stand up for our children and their future and their livelihood and their opportunity in this great state and this great country. So please join me. Join me in this fight. You have to spread the word. We have, I'm going to be all over Washington State. So if you have friends and family, have them follow along at smileyforwashington.com. Join us on our bus tour. Continue to spread the word and the momentum. Washington State does not need seniority. Because if Senator Murray's seniority really mattered, we wouldn't be in this position. If her seniority really meant something, she would have stood up for Washington State and Washington, D.C. But she didn't. She just went along.
That's right.
So Washington State doesn't need seniority. We need motivation and principle. That's what I will take to Washington, D.C. I will take all of your voices with me. And we will go win for today, for tomorrow, for future generations. I've been loud and clear about this message from the beginning of my campaign. I'm a mom of 3 young boys. This is certainly why our family is in this fight. For me and Scotty, we want to know that in 10, 20 years, our 3 boys have a country worth giving their eyes. The answer is not 6 more years of Patty Murray. And that message is being spread all over Washington State. So join me in spreading this message. You'll see it written all over my bus. People are starting to understand there's a new mom in town.